So I had this pot, right? Honestly, I had bought it for my mom, but then things went on. I figured this was for me, words that I needed to tell myself as a mother, aside from the guilt that I felt for the things that I was going through, for the situations that I had reacted to and allowed to affect me in a very negative way. But when I finally put myself in rehab, and I celebrated that day so much because I knew I was going to get an answer from God. And this little plant, this was the base of the plant or what have you, and it would sprout. It finally just dried out. That was the last bit of it, the plant, and I would take it with me. This was it. This is the final portion of it because I'm done with it. I'm no longer struggling with my addiction or my mental health or the things that led me to my addiction or the things that affected me in my mental health. I've learned how to cope. I've learned strategy, and God has strengthened me. And this was the last little bit of it. But the thing about this plant is that every circumstance in my recovery, as I would go through relapse and recovery, and that pattern consisted for a long time. Excuse my face this morning, y'all. That pattern consisted for a long time, y'all. And every time it's like that plant and I connected in a sense where it would sprout during a time where things were very vibrant and I was very well off in my recovery, and it would die whenever that relapse occurred, and it just went on like that for a very long time. And as I came to the end of that struggle, that plant completely completely died, like where it is now, because that's where I am now. I'm no longer in the hopes of the grips of the hope of wanting recovery, of wanting change, of fighting for my life, because God in his goodness has done so much for me. Just making sure that it's still recording, because my phone has a knack to do its own thing. So I like to be ahead of the game and pay attention. I've learned that much about life. But that plant, this is it, y'all. Today's the last day for this plant. The thing that really had affected me in my recovery are the things that I am speaking on now. Not being able to see my